And we were live again on another Wednesday. I love how everybody else stops. I'm like, anybody? Nothing?
No, it's me and Danny were busy flicking the bean.
Well, there's the one appearance of the cat.
Oh, hello, kitty.
Cross-eyed cat at that, mind you.
That was the derpiest looking cat, but he was adorable.
He's awesome.
Aw, he's a good kitty. Welcome to Random Nonsense.
Starting the episode out with a cat.
That's right.
All right. We are all set up everywhere. Everything is live.
Everybody needs a little bit of in their life.
Sense in their life?
Kitty. Everybody needs a little kitty.
Oh, I'm not touching that one.
That's what she
I bet
said.
you wouldn't.
We're here to episode 7 now.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I couldn't believe that. I was like, oh, which one is it?
We haven't gotten banned.
I was trying to find it. Yeah, they haven't gotten banned. That's a good thing.
Yeah, we definitely haven't gotten banned, thank God.
No.
And just so everyone remembers, this is our last Wednesday next week, and every week after that will be on Thursday. So our boy down here, Hefty, can join us every Thursday from here on out.
Thank you for
Mine might be hit and miss.
That's
Mine's probably going to end up being hit and miss.
And that's fine. I know Thursdays are a little weird, but it works out.
Thursdays are actually busy for me. That's why.
Makes sense.
Even though I'm off, I'm busy.
Quit your job.
Make this your job.
Yeah, make this your job. JJ will pay you. Right, JJ?
Shit, I make all the big bucks.
See?
I got
you got enough to give me what I make a week?
Duh.
Yeah. I got an OnlyFans for my feet because everyone likes hobbit feet. They like the hairy feet. So I make a shit ton of money.
It's Dildo Saggins at OnlyFans.com.
Don't tell them my screen name.
Well, you want money, right? You got to pay Danny.
You know, I need about $5.50 a week.
$5.50. I got you covered.
$550.
Oh, that's much different.
Yeah, that's a lot more a week.
That's much different.
Half of my paychecks a week.
That is my full paycheck a week.
Well, I say half to sound cool, but it's really like 95% of my paychecks a week. So I'd have like $100 left for myself. I can live off of that. Wouldn't be so bad.
You can't, dude. You spent $140, like $150 on
God, no, there's no way. There's no way you could live off $100 a week up in fucking New York. There's just no way.
No,
you can't do that here in New Mexico.
No. Something about the states that start with new.
It's way more expensive now, dude.
I know, that's crazy. Because I used to live about $50 to $100 a week after bills and shit.
You also got to remember, I have 3 kids.
This is true. You're not just trying to feed yourself.
If it was just me, dude, I could honestly work part-time and be fine.
I get that.
Did you guys go trick-or-treating last night or anything, Danny?
They don't. New Mexico, they don't really do it on Halloween.
Why?
Yeah, they're weird.
It was there's what they call Midtown trick-or-treating last Wednesday.
Yeah, that was weird. I even brought that up to you. I'm like, why are you going already? It's not even Halloween.
It's because of the fact they don't want to do it on Halloween because of all the kids and the way schooling is set up here, especially here in Ruidoso. Like, my kids are in school by almost about 7:30. They get done about 2:30.
That's early.
Middle schoolers going by about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Get done by about like 3:30, and then high schoolers going at like 8:30 and get done at like 4:35.
Why did the high schoolers go in so late? When I was in school, I used to go in before everyone else. Like, I was the first one on the bus.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like, our bus.
That's how it was when I was going to high school.
I don't know. Of the street.
It's because in Ruidoso they think giving the high schoolers a little more sleep will help them better academically.
Or maybe get them used to doing like an everyday 9 to 5 kind of thing in that space. I mean, it gets them used to getting up, going to school at that time. It might be more helpful, I guess.
Yeah, because, I mean, normally Wednesdays, they go on, my kids go in by like 7:30, and then are done by like 1.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Short days on Wednesdays.
Oh, that's good then.
And then out in Capitan, they only go 4 days a week. Or they'll have school on Friday.
Why couldn't we go to school 4 days a week?
I'm about to re-enroll in school just so I don't have to go as long.
Would you really want to do that again?
No.
Well, it's 'cause Caperton's
like-
actually.
I really want to do that.
It's also because Caperton's actually a high scoring school.
Oh, okay. So they can afford the L
Yep.
on that.
All right, that makes sense.
No, I barely shut
Riadosso's
when I
up
had
there.
to go.
Like Riadosso's up there too. It's just I don't know. I'm not going to say it because it's going to sound really horrible. I'll say it after the show and explain it a little more personally to you guys.
Okay.
That's what we have that little spot before and after the show for.
Yep. We call
Say
that
the things
safe
we don't
space.
really want to say out here, but we want to tell the story anyways.
Yep. And who knows if Hefty is ever recording them?
I hope he's recording all of them until I learn how to do it myself. I hope he records them.
I can show you next time. It's like super easy.
Okay, cool.
He's gonna take you and show you personal things and how to do things properly, and he's gonna make a true man out of you.
So
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
So he's gonna take me to Browntown? Is that what you're
No, he's just gonna put you in a dress.
saying?
Yeah, hashtag yes to the dress. Come on.
I'm not Tom.
It's like Tom.
Tom does the dress. I'm not.
Tom can rock a dress. I'll give him that.
He's
That
got the
was
right
great.
cheekbones for it. He's got the
Is
right
that what it is? It's the cheekbones?
cheekbones, yeah. Well, at least that's what our mom says. Our mom says Tom has those cheeks. She just wants to grab a hold of him and do this to his face.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
not all
his
she
face.
do.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
was-
know that's not, but I'm gonna just leave it there. Just
Wow.
leave it
Tom's
there.
got a fan, huh?
Yes, he has a fan.
Oh boy.
Do we even
Well-
actually have a topic today?
No.
No,
No, it's just mainly random, whatever.
Random nonsense. Hey, what a good idea for a show name.
I mean that was the point of the show, was so I could get friends on here, just randomly talk about whatever. But if you want a topic, I'm wearing this very cool hoodie I bought from a channel on YouTube called Screen Crush. So if you haven't seen it, go check them out. They're very cool. And no, they're not paying me to say it. This is just a really soft and really nice sweatshirt. It's very comfy.
Are we? I was like, is this the shill hour? Because we can throw product names out there and like just see if anybody will endorse us.
Seriously, let's do it.
All right, Fright Rags. Go buy
Let's
their
see if
stuff.
anyone's like, hey, you guys want be on our shows? Be like, of course we do.
Yeah, so the main shooting ended up terrible for everybody. I mean, it ended up it was terrible.
Most shootings do.
But then, but this one, it's always like, you know it's going to end up either the cops are going to take him down or he's going to take his own life.
So, yeah.
You always hope he's going to live to see trial because you want to see this fucker suffer. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's the whole thing that I think really bothered me. Like most of the times I'm like, good, fuck you, you're dead.
Exactly.
But this one in particular, I'm sorry, go ahead, buddy.
There was a guy they found dead at an amusement park in Colorado. Looks like somebody shot him. He was trapped in the teeth.
Yeah. Did you see that? It said, "I am not a killer." On it, that it was written like on a note that it was in the bathroom at the
amusement
park
park
or something like that. Yeah, I was reading about that.
He was strapped to the teeth.
What a sus thing, dude! Yeah, he had explosives. He had like tactical SWAT gear on. He had like a semi-auto rifle and like tons of like ammo and belts. Self-inflicted gunshot to the head with a note that said, "I am not a killer," and that he just wanted to get into the caves. That if that is not like a setup for a horror movie and like a payoff or something like that, I don't know what it is. Because I was reading it and I was like, "This is fucking sus, dude. This would make a really good movie." Like, why was he that strapped? Was he going to do something? Did he not want? Was he set up? Like, what is the story? And there's no idea. So that was. It's funny you say that. Yeah, that was insane, dude.
No, I didn't hear about that one. I'm gonna have to look that up after. That's crazy.
It was on CNN.
I don't know. I only watch the news at night.
I don't watch the news. I read it on my phone.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. If I get a push notification that looks interesting, I'll look at it. But most of the time, it's like,
sometimes once a day, once every other day or so, I'll like pop open the website and just go through, see what's interesting. How much death and violence is in the world? Who blew up what city?
Yeah, that's really all it is now.
Yeah. It's not that. It's police beating minorities.
Yeah, or shootings. And again, just to kind of touch back on the main thing, I was like, you kind of it's almost anticlimactic that he kills himself.
Yeah,
because there's no sure he's dead, but like you kind of wanted to see more. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of want to see him brought to justice, and you want him to like suffer and have like all the hate and the vitriol spewed at him, especially from like the victims' families, and stuff like that. And it's always just such a cop out that they're gonna go and do that much damage, and and then
just off themselves,
just off. It's like, you fucking pussy, like, just don't even do it. Don't even do it. If you can't face up to the music, like God forbid, like, actually, I don't even think I'm going to take down what I'm going to say, because that might get us in trouble. But
you got the balls to go out and kill a bunch of people. You should have the balls to face the justice.
Exactly. Yeah, in a nutshell. And again, my heart goes out to the victims and the victims' families, because that's Lewiston is a small town, dude.
Yeah, like you said, we've had a bunch of different threats here at the Ruidoso ones.
That's crazy. Because, that's when it starts to feel like it could be anyone, when it starts to hit the small towns. Like, when it was like, it's the big cities and everything like that, you're like, oh, that will never come here. But when you see it in Maine, this is fucking Maine we're talking about, too. Let's understand, it's the top of the states, it's stupid cold, and it's not, it's Maine. That's all I can say. If you've ever been to Maine, it's Maine, okay?
Yeah.
It's its own weird spot. So for someone in Maine to do that, you're like,
it's the Canada of America.
Exactly. Yeah, it really is.
Like, they're so nice up there. They're so kind to everybody. So it's weird to see that. Like, wait,
I've never heard that.
Like
Honestly, I've never heard it either. I just thought it sounded good.
The
Canada of America.
I'm going to start calling that. Maine is the Canada of America. I love it.
Just like honestly, New Mexico's Mexico of America.
Yeah, New Mexico and
it's not just because it's not just because of the name.
No, it's
like a
special
country in the actual country.
I'll bet it is,
man. And everything. Oh yeah, it really is like it's the West out there. Like, it really is like everything you've ever.
New Mexico's the last bastion of the Old West.
Is it really?
Yeah,
because like it got bad enough up in Albuquerque. They the governor actually made it illegal to open carry or conceal carry.
Yeah,
really.
Ever since that happened, though, crime has been dropping in Albuquerque.
Oh, that's good. I mean, that's a plus
in itself. Seriously,
I mean, that city's known for its random shootings and getting flipped off and shot just because you cut somebody off in traffic and shit like that.
Jesus Christ,
Albuquerque.
Yeah, it's Albuquerque, the New York of the West.
Yeah, seriously.
No, it's not even New York. It's more probably, like I said, probably more like
South Central LA.
Kind of.
Yeah, that sounds about more right.
I mean, if we're on that, I've driven in Albuquerque at least 3 times. And
that's it.
I think it was my second time. Well, after that, I wasn't really keen on driving. So I'm driving, right? And we're cruising along, and I accidentally cut somebody off. I'm down to drive up there. I don't know my way around. So I cut him off and roll up my hand like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. Dude fucking rolls up right next to me. Dude rolls down the window in the passenger seat and just starts to click a gun on the door. And I'm just like, hi, my bad. I'm so very sorry. I did not know that this would make you this angry that I'm not from here and I cut you off.
You should have been like, what you could do with that except make me mad.
No, they will shoot. No, they will shoot.
I'm not surprised.
The worst part about it is they would shoot him. And they wouldn't be found for a few years in Albuquerque.
So I'm still sitting there at the light, and I don't know, should I move? Should I run? And they just sit there, and then they finally start creeping through the light, and then just peel out of there. I'm like, whoo, that might have been the end of all JJ back then.
You know what you should have done? You should have slapped a dildo against the car and been like, there you go. I can play this game, motherfucker.
I think now when the time I finally get a car of my own, I'm going to get one and leave it right there by the door. So somebody, gets all, you want to go, just pull it out.
Just pull it out and be like, this could be you.
Big old double-sided one. It's like one of the big old double-sided, just goes,
yeah.
I can't.
Let's go. And start whipping it around like this.
Yep.
Put it on a baseball bat like Saints Row.
Now I might want to play Saints Row after this. I love that game.
Oh, dildos are hilarious.
Nothing says intimidation like getting chased with the guy with the dildo on a baseball bat.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I think I'd be more worried about a guy swinging a big giant dildo after me. I'd be like, I'm more afraid of this guy than the guy that's going to shoot me. Because this guy is like, what's he going to do with that? The
Or
gun is pretty cut and dry. The dildo, that could go anywhere.
That could do a lot of different
That could
damage.
go a lot of ways.
I can't talk anymore, guys.
throw it at somebody.
End up with like one of those voice box things. You'll I mean,
It was a dildo. I think it was the classic.
So
it wasn't cigarettes.
when him and I were kids, we were helping my uncles pack up our house because we had to move.
Oh boy.
So we're trying to empty out stuff and whatnot. So
Sure.
we're in
Local people eater.
and I open up the door and I find something. I find something in there. I
What'd you
unroll
find,
it.
JJ?
I unroll it and realize it's not what I thought it was. So I see him coming and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna have fun with this. And I re-roll it up. I'm like, catch it. It's a flashlight. He catches it and it unravels and he's holding it, 2 hands, and he's looking at me, looking at that, looking at me, looking at that. Squeals like a little girl, drops it on the floor. I'm on the floor laughing. He's running away. And I'm just like, you touch moms, you touch moms. And I start yelling at him. And
I was like, what, 5 years old though?
Oh my god.
oh,
She was like,
My
"Give me
brother,
that."
who at that point would have been like 12 years old, because I would have been about 5,
yeah, 5 or 6.
threw a dildo at a 5-year-old when he was almost a teenager. Tell me that doesn't sound creepy.
That sounds like my family.
Yeah.
Only
I mean, it was
replace
kind
the
of
dildo with like a
fucking
a metal.
Did
box.
Uncle Chris find it too?
Yeah. Yep. And if mom is by some chance watching, sorry, this is just a really funny story and it had to be told. It just had to be told.
Sorry, JJ's mom.
We love
The
you.
purple people eater. The purple people eater, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't ever find anything fun like that.
It's not really.
My parents were pretty plain.
It's not that much fun.
No,
It's not.
no.
I mean, it's more fun when you find it and you get to throw it at somebody else. But it's no fun when you're the first one who finds it and you're just like, oh no.
So I was.
That's why when I hit teenage years and I was helping mom move anything, when it came to her stuff, I let her do that. I learned through you.
Yeah,
Smart-
that's a smart
smart
move.
life
Hey,
lesson.
and you did your job as an older brother. You taught your younger brother. There you go.
To be horrified about the fact that
Seriously.
what I could find in my mom's room.
There was this one time I was over at my uncle and my aunt's house, and it was her brother or something like that. It was many, many, many years ago. I was a young hefty then, and he had all these movies in his room, and of course they were on VHS because this was in the 80s, and
Yep.
and it was this back room. And he had his room, and he had all these movies. So I was like, "Can I look at all your movies?" So I was like, "Yeah." So I'm looking through them and stuff like that. I'm like, "Oh man, he's got a lot of them." And there, he had like a stack of Playboys, and I'm like, "¿Qué es esto?" So I'm like, well, "This ought to be interesting." So I pick it up and I'm looking at it. I'm like, "Ah, holy shit!"
What are you
So
throwing at me?
I waltzed back out into the front room with it, where like my aunt is,
big
and
girls.
she's like, "Where did you get that?" And I was like,
Yeah, well done.
"Oh, it's blah blah's room." And she was like, "Yeah, put it back." I'm like, "Oh, what is that? Oh, gummy
Sour
worms?
gummy worms.
Hell yeah!"
Those
Yeah,
are
that's my brand.
I mean, I don't see mine.
Yeah, like, why are we not getting
Let's see. Uh-oh.
Did
Yeah,
you
look
not
at everybody.
share with the whole class, Danny? Did you not bring it up?
2, 3.
I don't know if I want what Danny's got to share with the whole class.
It's
at that.
He's
It's
got,
like a mini. He's got the mini dong in his mouth. Look at that.
and it's a black one at that too.
Old, the old tight-lipped emer, they call him. Oh,
Where'd
it's
you
a
get
rat.
Mouse from?
It's a dead.
Richard-
It's a dead one. No, it's a plastic one.
I was gonna
I
say Richard.
assumed it was dead. I feel like if she was putting a dead actual mouse to your face, you would have been more freaked out.
I was gonna say Richard Gere's butthole. Is where she got that from.
Let me winks.
Lemmy winks and
He is on a grand adventure. He must climb through the colon today. Oh, look, Danny getting all the love.
yeah, and if anybody's wondering, Danny did not just snoof up an 8-ball before the show. He actually is not feeling well, and I believe him and his family have got dun
COVID.
the Rona.
I blame my mother.
It's the Rona 19, not the 2023 one. That one's scarier.
Yeah. Is it?
Mm.
I don't either.
I actually don't really pay attention to any of that anymore. Like, I stopped listening to any.
They're like, I listen to like radio commercials and they're like, don't forget, COVID is still amongst the top 5 killers in the United States. You know,
Josh says
alongside
he
like
listens to something. Fucking Josh never listens to
Sort of.
anything.
I always
That's why he has children.
wow, rebuttal, Josh? Oh, that dude ain't even there. He's not even there not to defend himself. Well, okay.
It makes it even better, though.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's right there along like heart disease and cancer. And I'm like, is it though? Like,
I mean, I know you can die from it. Like, I've seen.
well, of course you can. People have.
But
You know
I mean,
what
like, you
I
can
mean?
die from almost anything. Like, what's the difference?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's any better or any worse. I don't know, man. You
can die from the flu if you get a really bad case of it.
I had it once. I like made it like almost 3 years. Sorry about that. I couldn't get that one.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, I try not to. It's gross on air. But I like ended up skating by, and I worked with the public day in, day out, like during this whole fucking thing. I was essential during all of COVID.
I was at work
dealing with lots of stupid idiots, you know what I mean?
Manager at a restaurant.
Yeah, see, then there you go. Yeah, see, and I never got it. And then it finally fucking took me down. And I was like, son of a bitch. It bothered me. I think I knew I had it like the first night because I was super sweaty and like super shaky. And I really don't get sick ever. It's like I very rarely get sick. And so I kind of felt it coming on, then had it because I knew somebody who had it, and I was like, oh, I know this is what it is. So I was like, God damn it. And then I got it. But dude, it was like the first day. I'm sorry, the night of the next day, and then I think like the morning of the second day where I actually knew I had it, and I was like, oh, I feel fine. I was like, so it was really just a minor inconvenience for a couple days, if that, or like a day and a half, and I was like, oh.
I caught it. The first time I caught it, pretty sure it was back before we even knew what it was back at the end of 2019.
Okay.
Laid out in bed for like almost like 3-4 days, just going like actually to the point of like my dumb ass should have went to the hospital.
Yeah. Well,
I survived that, and then I'm pretty sure it's about only the second time I've actually caught it.
Like I said, I've had it twice. The first time I got it, it sucked so hardcore because like me and Danielle both still worked in Latham at the time. I was selling phones, and she was still working at the Fresh Market. And we went in about the same time, so we'd stop and get food on the way in every day for work. So we stopped at the Burger King across the street. We got our food. She dropped me off at work, then she went to work. About 2 days afterwards, I'm at work. I'm on the computer doing my thing, and I see a news alert that the Burger King was going to shut down for a few days because somebody tested positive with COVID. So if you were there between this date and this date, you better watch out. Yeah. So I call my boss and I tell them, like, I have the receipt in my phone to prove it. Like when I paid, what time, like it was in this like 5-day spot where this girl was at work. I was like, what do you want me to do? So they sent my ass home. I got the test and came back like instantly, like, oh yeah, shit, you got COVID. The first 2 days weren't bad. Like I still kind of felt good. Like I was moving around. But day 3 and 4, all I did was sleep. I just would get out of bed, lay on the couch, and just go right back to sleep.
I was just bored because I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything.
Like you're stuck indoors.
Like,
you can't go anywhere. And then me and Tyler and Mike all got COVID within days apart last year. So first
I remember that.
Tyler, he was out for 2 or 3 days, and then I got it, and then I was out for 2 or 3 days, and Mike got it, he was out for 2 or 3 days. So like that one wasn't too bad though. I feel like I could have went to work, but they were still like, no, stay home. Like I feel okay though. Like other than like
like
bit and whatnot, like I felt okay. Like I was like, I think I could work. Like
like I still have to go to work either way because they don't do COVID pay or none of that down here anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
They don't do it here either anymore.
I don't even think they're out anymore.
They actually, I don't know.
I know in New Mexico the vaccines aren't free anymore. Neither is the tests.
Really? I think the vaccine.
Most insurance don't want to cover it anymore.
think you can still get the vaccines for free. The test.
You have to go. Yeah, well, you can, but you have to go through like the hospital. If the hospital doesn't have any because it's rural, like it is kind of here,
Yeah.
then you're screwed.
Now I'm sure I could go to the CVS where I work, and I think they're still free there. Or
You
not
mean the
where
place going bankrupt,
across the street.
or is that
from-
Rite Aid?
Rite Aid's the one
Rite
that's going
Aid.
under. Yeah, CVS is doing fine.
Actually, they were buying some of the old Rite Aids there for a bit. I mean, Walgreens. That's why like there's so many of them on fucking everywhere.
I think when JJ goes to stammer, we should try to fill in what he's gonna say next, or what
I can actually normally do. I can normally do that.
No, but it's fun. Just like do
grew
different
up with it.
things for it, though. It's fun. But yeah, nobody likes being sick. COVID. Yeah, I think you might be right, JJ. I think you still can get the vaccinations up there for free.
I think so.
You know who would know? Ty.
Yeah.
But no, well, I was gonna say none of us have it, but sorry, buddy.
Oh no, see, that's the thing. The reason why I'm not like completely dying from it is because I've been vaccinated for it.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's
good.
good. That's good.
That shot sucks though. That shit hurt.
I got
my arm was.
I
stiff
got
for a good
the
8 hours.
I got the most recent booster, the Omicron one,
Okay.
with a pneumonia shot at the same time.
Jesus Christ,
You want to talk about fucking dying?
that sounds horrible.
It does sound horrible. None of that sounds pleasant in any way.
Was it?
Oh, that's. It reminds me of my
It-
first tetanus shot, I think, because those hurt too.
Yeah, tetanus shots suck. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think I've had a tetanus shot. Oh no, I have. That's right. 'Cause the kids, they make you get it when you have kids.
Yeah.
I
I
probably
can just go get locked up.
busted my knee open. Oh, I went back.
I mean, if you get a free tuberculosis test, you can get locked up too.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that too. Yeah.
I don't recommend it.
No, me either. Neither one actually. Getting locked up nor the tuberculosis test. I don't recommend either one.
no, they
food's
both
terrible.
So the other day I got on my phone, I'm going through my shit, and I got through the summer right after I smashed my knee, and right after it got healed, and like everything I did before that, and then everything in between, and everything after, I'm like, oh, I hurt myself once, and all the fun I had is just gone. Like everything's so much smaller after that. But I probably should have went to the ER. Like I re-looked at it like from night one when I first broke my knee open.
Told you.
Ooh, I probably should have got stitches. That thing was huge.
I told you, dude. But
mean,
no, do you ever listen to me?
Phone, but I'm sure blood is not allowed on YouTube or Facebook, so we're not doing that. But let's just say
I
that I
mean-
fucked my knee up.
I mean, we could try it.
I was thinking about it. I was like,
I mean,
let's see what happens.
We could try.
Let's see what
I
happens.
mean, in technicality, since it happened a while back and it happened because of an accident, we're not
Yeah,
like
it is for
condoning any
medical purposes.
violence.
Plus,
Yeah,
if you, honestly, if YouTube is watching this show to be like, oh boy, let's see what these three guys are up to.
I would
Seriously.
because this show is awesome.
It is a great show. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying. So I would say that about any of my shows or any of Tom and Amy's. Is we're too small. YouTube doesn't really care about us. We're not monetized, so YouTube really doesn't give a fuck about us. You
This
know
is
what I
very true, actually. I didn't think about it that way.
I mean, but you know, you never know. But I mean, as it stands, like, dude, we're too small. We're not monetized. YouTube doesn't really care, to be honest. I could be wrong, but I'm usually not.
But actually, I'm gonna have to go here in a couple of minutes because I didn't realize one of them was at 2, so I will be off the show a little early today.
No,
You're good.
It was great to see you, Danny. I'm freaking. You're a good dude, man. I love seeing you, buddy.
I'm still gonna try and make it every episode Thursday. It's just there's some Thursdays I'm not gonna be able to guarantee.
Well, we'll miss you, and I hope you and the family feel better, buddy.
Me
Oh,
too,
yeah.
buddy. Make sure
We're
you-
doing better, believe me. It's just at the tail end now, so it's just all like for me. It's all just there in the face.
And you got a lot of nose to cover too, so that's
Oh, I know.
a good way. You know what I mean? I'm fat. You can yell at me because I'm fat. I'm sorry, Danny.
No, you're good. Believe me, I say enough bad shit about it as it is. I mean, we normally bash on Josh, so it's only fair.
It
Yeah,
is
well,
what-
I got to get more. I mean, I like to think that our friendship is blossoming to that point where we can start to bust each other's balls now too. So let's go.
I feel like
Anyways,
that's great.
I do got to get going.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later.
I'll end up finish watching the rest of the show here. Definitely, but
On the fort. We'll figure out something to talk about for the last half hour.
I mean,
Yeah, we will.
we kind of just went through random stuff as it was on the first 30 minutes, so
We
sure you
did.
guys can do it for the last 30.
Very true. All right, man. You guys have a good night, and I will talk to you later, buddy.
Take care.
Oh, yeah.
Danny.
Take it easy, guys.
Later, brother.
Later. He's still there. He goes. So how do I share what's on my screen? Like, you know how to do this more than I do.
No,
so-
I don't actually.
How does Tom do it? That's what
I don't know. Like
I was gonna
that's-
just show it, but now I might just have to show my phone.
I don't know how. I think it's like the present. Well, that's on my side though.
That's what I did too. Yeah, the present and it says slides, extra camera, video file, or share screen. Share screen.
Yeah, but you probably have to have what you need up already. And actually, yeah, if you want to check that out, we can.
Oh wait, I think I got it.
Okay, let's see what we got here. And this is your knee injury from.
Okay.
It's the back
Totally
rooms.
Oh, you totally got it.
There it is. Oh, look at that, boy! Whoa!
That was when I first like smashed it. Like that was the first night when I got home.
Oh, that's brutal.
I was like, oh my god. Oh, I learned how to do that. I'm so smart. Thanks, Tom.
Very nice. Very thanks, Tom. That's brutal, dude. That was a straight
Dude,
hole in your. But now was that the same knee that you fucked up on your bike?
Yeah, that's the night I smashed my knee on my bike. That was the night.
Oh,
when
that's what that is. I thought that was
Yeah.
a prior injury to that.
No. That's the night I got.
Oh boy,
I
yeah,
was
that
like,
was a whole. I thought that was like something when you lived in New Mexico or something. The way
No,
Danny
that's
was
the one
talking.
I just did over the summer.
Oh yeah, dude, that was messed up. Yeah, you definitely should have gotten something. That
Seriously.
sucks. That's a
Like,
hole in your leg.
Scar now is so like the scar. Like if I itch it just right, sends a pain from my scar into my large toe, and it like curls and then it stops. So I don't know if I like split a nerve or I don't know what I did, but I probably should have went to a doctor.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. What are you gonna do now?
And it's what
You're
I always
still
tell,
alive.
what I always tell everyone. I'm a boy. Like that's not even the worst I've ever hurt myself, which is the
Yeah.
saddest thing to admit. So like I'm used to having to nurse myself back to health.
Yeah, but the problem
shit,
is
it's a child.
that our age, the body does not heal as quickly as it did when we were
No.
young bucks. You know what I mean?
I said that the whole time. It took me like month and a half to where I could actually walk right again. I was like, if I was 18 and I did this shit a week and a half, I'd be bouncing around going.
Oh
like,
yeah, you'd be fine. Yeah.
But 36, I was like, oh my god, I'm dying. Oh,
Yeah, it's like,
God.
I can't. I might as well amputate it. Oh,
I was actually saying that to Danielle a few times. I'm like, if this gets infected, we have to cut off my leg. And I know you won't love me when they cut off my leg. And I went through this whole spiel with her about how we need to have it clean and all that. She goes, I hope they cut your leg off. I'm like, you bitch. I was like, you bitch. How dare you?
she said she hopes you.
And it got to the point where like I would go, oh, so my knee. And she goes, I
There you
don't.
go.
I don't care about your knee anymore. And I go, but there's still a hole in it. I care. Like I was so
Yeah.
offended because I'm like, I could still stick my thumb in there. There's a hole there. Like, how would you not care?
Jeez.
Stop giving a fuck after a week. Just stop giving a fuck.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh, what a monster.
What a monster. What if she was home right? I'd be like, uh-oh.
I mean, if she's listening to it while she's at work, I'm in real trouble later.
Yeah, that's true. We'll have to do a follow-up on that and everything.
We will have to. Definitely.
Oh, let's see what else is going on. So let's see. Work wasn't too exciting for you today. I don't know. I'm off today, which is nice. Very rarely am I off on a Wednesday, but it was like, the fucking Wednesday after Halloween. Let me tell you how,
off because if not, I would have been having to do a half hour by myself. Everyone had to
bro.
just listen to me ramble for half hour.
Oh, I would have loved that. I would have loved to do that. You're fun, dude. You have a lot of fun stuff to talk about. But it was funny when I went in yesterday and I stopped in and Aaron was in her like Harley Quinn thing. And I'm like, And you weren't dressed up and you were like, I'm going to dress up. I'm going to dress up. And you didn't dress up. And I was like, oh, but she was dressed up and she looked way better than you did. No offense.
No, you're good.
I was like, what's that about? Which, of course, entailed me to shoot the question, and you were like, "Oh no, she's got to do it." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course she does."
Sorry, I'm
So,
answering work questions.
no. Oh, work questions.
Perks of being the manager now at my gas station. I get to answer all the fun questions.
Did you get any of the boo buckets, Josh, that McDonald's was putting out?
No, I did not. I didn't know they had them, or I had at least one of them already hanging on the wall behind me.
Nah.
I did not. That sucks. I love those buckets. I used to have like a bunch of them as a kid.
Oh, they're not as good as when they were a kid because now instead of like the well, here I'll show you why. I'll show you exactly why. Hold on. So,
oh, now it's ruining my childhood.
We'll take this year's vampire bucket. It's the purple one. Do this back on here so I can hear myself. There you go. Right.
Oh,
it's got like the little sheet of. Come on, you. Like, you know, the little stickers that come with it and stuff, and like little ads so you can like make up your thing however you want it.
Make it how you want it. Yeah, exactly.
But here's where, so that's the top. It's this flimsy little plastic thing, as opposed to the
round tops that would like when like you got the ghost be like a small little round head. If you got
it is not. That's what you. I mean, at least I guess they did the detail to do like a witch's buckle on it and stuff. But I'm like, come on.
Kind of cool, but at the same time,
I'm like, that's what you do. If you're a kid, your candy's gonna fall right the fuck out of there, man. What are you gonna do? What are you doing?
There goes all your candy.
So it's a cool thing. It was thanks to Toonie and Eddie that I was able to get all of them this year because it was like 2 days after they came out that we all four of us had all of them. So because they went on hunts and it was great because I got home from work one night and we was like, "Yeah, we got them all." And there was just the top row of my refrigerator was just lined with like burgers, like from McDonald's because it came with the food. And I'm like,
"Yeah,
that boy gonna be happy."
I have a love-hate thing for McDonald's. Like I know their food is trash, but the moment you take that first bite, you're just like, "Oh God, perfect,
dude." Like, especially Egg McMuffins, dude. That is my well. No, I take that back. Those used to be my Achilles heel. Now your breakfast burritos, bro. That's my embarrassing new addiction.
The other way around. Oh, thank you.
No. Those burritos are like. I still got another one downstairs. I like only eating one for breakfast, and I save the other one for when I got a good buzz on. I'm like, what am I gonna? Oh yeah,
have a nice little snack. I get it.
So,
yesterday was Danielle's mom's birthday. So I'm sitting here alone, like having a few beers, watching a few horror movies and whatnot. And she shoots me a text. She's on her way home. What do I want to eat? And I'm at that right level of I'm stoned and I'm hungry and I'm a little drunk and I'm like, I want
the devil's food,
burgers and French fries.
Yep.
And they came home and I could smell the bag. I was just like, give me. And she hands me the bag, and the next thing she knows, I got like one already gone. She goes, "What?" I go, "I was really hungry."
Like, oh yeah, dude.
3 bites, and that thing was gone. I was like,
"That's how it is." They're so small, dude.
But it still tastes like the first time you ate one ever.
Yeah, it really does.
I think that's why, like, I hate them because I know it's trash, but every time I eat one, I get that like that happy,
so expensive
thing behind my head. I'm like, oh, a good time in my life happened when I ate this once. And I keep eating it.
That's true. That's true. Food's funny like that, you know?
Oh, yeah. And, like, when you smell food, I love when I smell somebody else's food. And just maybe one or two things they have, whatever they're trying to cook, will, like, hit my nose just right. I'm like, ooh, Thanksgiving 1999. And, like, that it just flashes through your mind. It's like you go through that whole, like, level of emotion and everything that happened. You're like, oh, that makes my
heart all floods back. Yeah, and then you go over to like, can I have a bite of that? And they hit you because they're like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, oh,
yeah. And it's
I was a fat guy reliving my childhood through your food. I'm sorry.
It's weird. Out of all the things you smell every day, food and certain like I want to say colognes or perfumes or whatnot brings your brain somewhere else. You're just like, oh, that's what my grandpa used to smell like, or that's what my ex-girlfriend when I was like 15 smelled like. It's just so weird how certain smells hit you just right, and your brain just like, You're like, the fuck is that coming in my head for?
Yeah, exactly. But you're like, I don't know why it's there. I'm glad it's there because
Exactly.
usually it's a good memory. You know what I mean? There's usually a
I
good
can
memory
say-
attached to that stuff.
I don't think I've ever had a bad one. Like when a certain smell or something hits me just right. I don't think I've ever had a bad like, aw.
Yeah, it's like you're eating a chicken pot pie. You're like, oh my god, this smells like that time I was molested by that priest. You're like,
No, that smells like brute.
that smells like brute, brute and holy water. That's good God. Let me use the loo. I'll be back in 2 shakes, maybe 3, but any more than that, I'm playing with it. I'll be right back, JJ.
Do I have to handle this alone?
For a minute, I'll be right back.
All right. Shit, I'm gonna wing it then.
It's that or a very embarrassing alternative to how this could go.
This is very true. Very true. No. So, this is random nonsense. What do y'all want to talk about? Nobody. Halftime, I don't even know what I want to talk about. I just do this because I enjoy it. Like, I do this for you people who watch it either while it's live or after the fact because honestly, this is like the most fun I have throughout the week. Like, just coming out here, getting a bullshit with my friends, you guys gonna watch it and see it. Like, to me, this is my shit. Like, I love doing this. So, I've been toying around with the idea of a solo Sunday show with maybe a surprise guest or two every now and again. But that's just like whatever I want to do on Sundays. Like, we can talk about this, why there's so many toys behind me. Or we can talk about why every time I'm on here, I have a weird t-shirt on. We can talk about the way I talk because I know I talk funny. It's okay. But that's what I think I'm going to do on Sundays. Start like a weird like live Sunday show where I'm just like me and we bullshit and chill. But as you can see, Danny is not here. He had to leave early because his parent-teacher conference is out in New Mexico. And my boy Hefty, and I'm still pointing in the right direction because I'm smart for once, had to go run to the loo. So he'll be back. So you're listening to me ramble because I've never really done this solo. So I don't know what to do. I feel weird and awkward. But if I have your attention, how was your Halloween? Like, leave in the comments. Like, how was your Halloween? Did you take your kids out? Do you have kids? What did you dress up as? Did you go to a party? Like, seriously, let us know. Like, we want to know these things. We care about you and what you like, too. Not just what we like, but we care about what you like, too.
And we hope you like us and the show.
Hope so.
I would hope
Missed
so.
all of that.
I like us.
That I had to hold that alone. I'm like, this is about to get weird.
I'm
Fuck.
sorry I had to pee really bad. I had to go. You know, it's funny, JJ.
Bring
it's,
a bottle next time.
When I can't. I'm sorry. Look, I do it during the other show too. So when I went through when I was gift looking for you, I almost got you Grogu slippers, and I'm like, I don't know. Should I have gotten the Grogu slippers?
I would have.
You would. I knew you would have rocked them. Damn
I
it.
totally would have rocked them.
I wasn't sure because I was like, they're right there. I was like, I can totally do it.
We
I'm
wear
like,
the same
I don't know if
socks
it's
some days. How would you not think that?
that is truth. That
we
is
wear
facts.
the same horror theme socks. I'm like, oh,
We
you got
do.
it. I got it. Like
That's true. I actually have my Freddy ones on today. I'm not flexible enough to hold my leg up, but trust me, I have my Freddy Krueger ones on today.
Oh wait, no, I'm doing the crossover. Hold on, because I can't find the other matchies. So I got Annabelle on this foot,
Okay.
and I am not stretchy either. I'm way too old and fat.
That's what I'm like. I'm not even going to try. Bless you
And
for
then
doing one leg.
Reagan from The Exorcist.
Nice. I have both of those pairs of socks.
So do I, but I can't find the matches. That's why I keep wearing these two together.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm like, I don't know where they went. I think the cats probably hid them under the couch. That's what I'm assuming.
That could be it. I also have
They're the
unworn.
buttons.
I have 2 pairs of unworn socks. One is a Friday the 13th Part 5 pair of socks, and the other one is an Exorcist one, actually.
I see your shirt from here.
Yeah. Oh, the Exorcist shirt? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's your fault. It's such a great shirt.
It is a great shirt.
It's a really good shirt. I was gonna wear my Maniac Cop 2 one, but I had to dig it out from the I know the long sleeve, but I'd have to dig it out from the things and everything.
I try to wear a different shirt for every show, so it's like something new every time.
Absolutely. That's
Don't
actually
think I've repeated. I think this might be the first time from Friday's show and mine. I think this is the first time I wore the same shirt.
Because I don't remember the what shirt. What is that from?
Stone Cold.
The what? Oh,
Remember when he would be like, "I'm gonna have a
What?
beer." What? Beers?
What?
What? I'm gonna have 3
What?
beers. What? And they would just keep fans would just keep going. What? And he just like list everything he was gonna drink. A shot of tequila. What? Jack
Dude.
Daniels. What? And just go on and on.
So there's this individual at work. I'm not going to name names because I don't know who's watching.
No, you're good.
It's going to be pretty easy to figure out because everybody except this individual knows that they're being made fun of when we do this. But so this individual at work is not very bright.
Okay.
And this person is just zero information retention, and stuff like that.
Okay.
And every time you
I know
tell
one of
this individual person to do something, you get a wait, what? And like, does this spin like this person doesn't know what they're talking about? So it became a thing where my director of operations was making fun of her one day. I'm sorry, this person one day who was ran into the owner, and he goes, had asked this person to do something, and this person is like, what? And so he goes, what? And then my buddy Jim Bob, well, his name is Jim, but we call him Jim Bob. Long story short, he goes, what? And dude, like that, it caught like wildfire because anytime that happened, everybody knew who you were talking about.
What?
So we just, dude, it's the call and response at my work. I'll show you. I'll video it sometime for you.
Oh, I hope so. I want.
If I go what up and down the line, all throughout the store, everybody, you hear what, and it's all so. And it's making fun of this certain individual. So recently we started doing it in front of this individual, and this individual, not knowing that it's making fun of her, is trying to replicate it and can't. And I'm like, oh my God. It's so funny because we'll just be like, what? And they'll go, what? And it's like, you have no idea that we're making fun of you and you're making fun of yourself right now. It's hilarious. So that's why
as soon as you told me this story,
dude,
as soon as happy.
I'm saying, as soon as you explain that shirt, I'm like, oh, what? In my head, it just went, what? But that's fantastic. So yeah, that's a little bit of the ridiculousness at my job.
I have Stone Cold.
What?
I'm gonna have to do a show just on my toys at some point because, like, I show them all the time, but like, I don't like. I need to like do an actual show. Be like, this is what I have on this side. This is what I have here. This is what I got.
You have a lot of stuff. I've only been over your place once.
In the room,
and that's a small space. And when I walked in, you somehow have it looking.
That's what she said.
Wow. But you have it like organized and like just very.
It's organized chaos, is what
it is. That's exactly what it is.
And it's like I know where everything is. I know where everything is, and I know where it goes when the cats knock it over. So I always go back here, back there.
Well, it's funny because I'm a big lummox, and I was in there, and I'm like a bull in a china shop when I go anywhere and confine like that. Like, I'm a big guy. I take a lot of real estate.
While you're in here,
I didn't do anything. I didn't knock anything over, which was kind of the thing. I was like, wow. I was like, so he's got all this stuff in one space. And it's still spacious enough so you don't knock stuff over when you're doing whatever. I don't know how you do it, but it's phenomenal. But yeah, your toy collection would take a very long time. That's awesome. I want to see it.
We could do it in parts.
You could just do like one a day, just do one of your things a day. Like
while you were actually using it's the bathroom. Well, that was a good one.
Oh. That was a good one.
I was just saying to anyone who was watching or who will watch after the fact that I'm thinking on Sundays doing a solo Sunday show where I just sit here and chat about things I like. And I was like, oh, I can talk to you guys about my toys, where they came from or whatnot. And I was like, that might be fun. But I mean, if you want to be on a Sunday, if you're free, because I know you're off too, you can talk about yours.
Sundays are kind of my day. Sundays are tough for me because that's usually like the day that I have me and Tui are off together, and we don't have off together. I mean, that's really our only day off together.
I get it,
but I'm absolutely sure I can make an appearance, or we can do something because I've had two things as my shirts. Everybody wants to see how many shirts I have, all the shirts I have. That's going to take a long time.
He has a lot, by the way.
The movies. It's like, oh. That's going to take a long time to go through. So, yeah, I do have a lot of shirts. Thank you. Yes, I do have a lot of shirts. I think that probably...
Like, one Sunday a month thing. Like we'll get together one Sunday a month and do like small parts. Like I'll do like
I can
half-
absolutely do that. I can sign
Yeah.
on to that.
I
Sure.
think that could work. Like
Sure.
one Sunday a month, you and I get together. You pick out like whatever shirts you want to show or whatever movies you want to show, and I do the same with my stuff. So it doesn't
That's
have
not
to
a
be
bad
shelves. We
idea.
can just show like what we like the most first, and then work our way down from there.
That's cool. And if you guys think that's something you guys would be interesting to, leave,
Please let us
leave a
know.
comment. Yeah, let us know.
Like, share, subscribe, all the fun.
Oh, yeah.
I have to get used to saying that because I never can remember to say it. I have to get better at saying it.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It takes a while. It takes a little bit. But so this is on the new channel now. So this isn't on your old channel. Now, are you
No,
going to import the old shows onto this channel?
I'm gonna.
I don't even know if that's a thing.
Actually, I think once we get done this, I can switch back to my own. So they were originally streaming to my personal YouTube, what I use for stuff I watch every day, like everything, like my actual YouTube. And
Right.
I was like, oh, that's not what I want. So I think I can download them directly to the PC from YouTube. And then
Okay.
upload them into this one, and then hopefully
Merge the two. Okay, that's cool. Because, yeah, I just
I think
upload.
that's what I can do.
Well, it's funny because I just upload to my personal one. So I have my channel. Like it's Hef TV has always been.
And there's a link to that in the comments below. Or in the
Well,
description
thank you.
below. Hey, I post all the links in the show every week. So there's Tom and Amy, there's Carrie, there's you, there's Marty's UFO channel. Like everybody's shit's in there. Like if you want to
That's
see
so
what we
solid,
do
man.
on anything else, click all the links and you can
Yeah,
go to
never
everybody's
necessary, but always appreciated. Like, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification if you dig what we're doing. If you don't dig what we're doing, tell us what we're doing wrong, and we'll tell you why you can go fuck
Fair,
yourself.
but we will like pretend to like hear you out.
Yeah, we will absolutely amicably tell you that you have a webcam and a computer, and you can go make your own goddamn YouTube channel and do whatever you want on it. But thank you guys so much for watching us.
Because we talk a lot of random nonsense.
We do. And you know what's funny is a lot of the stuff
about this.
Me
Like,
too.
Go wherever we want. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like say whatever we want. Bounce from here to there to there. Like I don't ever know if I want to like get an actual like theme planned. Like oh we're gonna do it this or that. Like I think it's more fun when we just like shoot the shit and riff off of what someone else says and what that person says and just keep going. I think it's more fun that way.
I think that you have kind of like the show, this show in particular is kind of like almost like what you said earlier with your toy room is like organized chaos.
Yeah.
Because it's all over the place, but it all like fits a format. You know what I mean? Like you have the intro, you have like the bulk and the meat of the show, and then you have wherever the hell we go from there. But then, you leave and it's done.
I haven't decided how I still want to end the show yet. We're still bouncing around.
Well, that's okay. It takes a while, man. If it, don't force it. I think that would be my best advice to you. As a non-professional YouTuber.
No, you're good. Like,
so,
I would actually love to get to the point where, like, the last 5-6 minutes of the show, I could have a Q&A with anyone who's on there live, and they can ask whatever they want, and we'll answer it. Like, Hefty, do you have this shirt? Or
that's fun.
This,
oh, yeah.
Daniel, do you have that? Like, I think that would be a fun way to end the show. Like, let us know what you want to know about us. Like, we'll answer, I think that'd be a fun way to end it.
I think that's really great. I think that's real fun. And it keeps
it still grounded to that like root that it's random nonsense, so they can ask any random ass thing they want.
We
may not answer it 100% truthfully, depending on what you ask.
We'll do our best. We'll do our best.
The best answer that we think you'll like.
We'll tell you if there's parts that it's like, you don't want to know this, or you don't need to know this.
Like you don't need to know that.
Yeah, it's like it's an off the air conversation. But it was funny on. Pardon me, speaking about Tom and Amy's channel is like the past. I remember there was a point where we were going on. It was for the Christmas holidays, and we were taking like a few weeks break or whatever. This is back when the show was every single week, and we wanted to do a call-in thing. Like we were thinking about getting like a burner phone that people could call, and you go on live with it. But here's the logistical issue with that: is you got to have a call screener. Because you got to have something that makes sure these people are like legit, not just like spam calls or whatever. Then you got to figure out a way to have these calls on the show and da-da-da. So while a really, really awesome idea in idea.
Theory, yeah, in theory, yeah, it's a
In
great
theory,
idea.
it's really cool. I mean, and technology is always progressing, so maybe that'll be more of a thing one day. But I think that'd be a lot of fun, dude, just to take calls. Fuck yeah,
Right.
dude, it'd be like a radio show and shit.
I
Like,
would actually,
something funny like that.
weirdly enough, even though the way I talk, I would still love to do that. Be like, hello, you've reached 103 point whatever. This is JJ. What is on your mind? Like, I would
JJ.
love to do that. Like, that would
And
be
I'm
fun.
Spaghetti Toes 69. What's up, Danny? We love you too, buddy.
Oh, he's a good kid.
He is a good dude. He's a really
He's a
good
good
dude.
egg.
Look at that handsome son of a bitch. Look at him.
And that's when he had short hair. Now he's getting back to his ginger Jesus phase.
I like that, the ginger Jesus. No, Danny's a sweet guy. I love him and Kat.
That's what
They're
he's-
very nice
it's in my
people.
phone. That's his name in my phone is Andrew Jesus. Because there was one point his beard was like right about here, maybe a bit longer, and his hair was like here, and like in the sunlight, he was ginger Jesus.
Oh, that's
like
crazy
I would
cool.
see him like he'd be walking through the sun, and I'd be like, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey.
You gotta get him like
I gotta pray. That's how
sandals and like a toga or something like that from New York. He can pull it off. I believe Danny can pull off the sandals and the toga. Oh yeah.
I think one of these Halloweens he should do it. Just go around like with the sandals, the white toga, hair down, the beard, and just go, I bless you, my son. I bless you, my daughter.
I
Just
think-
blessing random people. Just
These
for
days,
no-
I think it'd be better if he was just like, "I forgive you."
Oh,
I think
yeah.
more people need that than the
Oh,
bless
that'd
you.
be
I
even
think
better.
more people need the "I forgive you."
Oh, that'd
You
be
know?
even better. That'd be funny.
Because there's some people that he'd be like, "I forgive you." They'd be like, "Oh, thank you, Lord."
Since we're on that real quick, there's this
Sure.
what's his name?
Jesus.
No, there's this priest. I can't remember his name, and it might come back to me afterwards. But so all he does is exorcism. So you go to his church, and he instantly is like, "Oh, Satan, I feel you in there. Get out of this person."
Get out of
And
there.
he does. And I'm just like, bro, like I don't listen. I don't trust anything you say because that's all you deal with is someone coming in there going, "Shit, I could walk in the church and be like, bro, your mother sucks cocks in hell." Like. What? Like,
That was very New York of you. Hey,
How-
your
like,
mother
how
sucks
does he
cock in
know?
hell, huh? Yeah. He doesn't.
so it's like, oh, dude, that's so bad. Well, that's why I did the fake New York accent to prove like how bad it is. Like somebody
Yeah.
walks in and they're like, "Oh, the devil's in me," and he goes, "Oh, Satan, stop!" I'm like,
I'd just be like,
call
no.
shenanigans, sir. I call shenanigans.
Yeah. Or I'd just eat a cheeseburger and be like, nah.
Just
Then
sit
roll
there
your
and
eyes
eat
back and
popcorn.
out and a robe, not a toga. You know what? I'm gonna put a toga on you just because you said that, Daniel. And I'm gonna call you Daniel. How weird is that?
I don't even call him that,
I know.
and
It's a
I've known
shame.
him since, weirdly enough, since the day he was born.
No
I've
way.
actually known him before the day he was born. I knew him from like conception. He's gonna kick my ass later.
You were like there when he was conceived. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I was a young kid.
Just like, what are you guys doing?
I still sleep the same way. I hear a little. I'm like, the fuck is that? What the fuck is going on?
Yo, your boss calls you Daniel? That sucks. That's an ass boss.
Seriously, that's fucked
At
up.
least, like a cool boss or just any decent person be like, so do you like Dan,
Oh.
Daniel, Danny? What do you prefer?
that makes
This
me
dude
sad.
that makes me sad.
No,
that
it makes me
sucks.
sad that his boss calls him Daniel in general. My bad. But my old boss used to call me bitch every day. We had such cute nicknames
Yeah.
for one another.
Sunrise. So it's like, I hate Dan. So Danny it is then?
Or he does like Dano from Hawaii 5-0. You
He
can,
likes Dano? Okay, we can do Dano.
you can get away with that one. He likes that one.
But I just called him Hole.
I used to call him that.
He might like that one.
I'm like, why are you such a little hole?
Oh Jesus! No, Danny's
grew
a good. He's a good dude,
Catholic,
man.
So we didn't swear a lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You
We
know,
used to-
when I see your stash, it makes me want to like work with mine. So I see yours and I start twisting. I'm like, what am I not doing right here? That's classy. Like,
No, you
and
can do it.
mine's like super dark. If I went just straight out, look like an evil French villain.
Mais
oui.
Mais oui, c'est bon. Yeah, you can do it. You can absolutely do it. You just got to grow it out, dude. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. Just get a little bit of wax and some time and grow it out. That's all you got to do.
Try it, because I think the straight out look would be cool for me with like the beard, but having it come straight out like this, I think that'd be dope.
That would be cool, like fucking Salvador Dali shit, where it's just straightened out like that.
Oh, Dan makes him feel like an old man. He says.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, he's young, but he's younger than both of us. He makes me feel like an old man, dude.
He's 7 years younger than me. He just turned 30 in June.
Yeah, so he's like 15 years younger than me. I don't want to hear it.
Exactly. He's just.
I don't want to hear it.
It makes me behind the earballs.
Makes me sound old. It's okay. Love you, Dan. Sorry, buddy.
Note, we're a little over an hour, so
we are. It's about that time, buddy, huh?
Yeah, it is about that time, unfortunately, because I could actually do this for like hours. So yeah, I gotta have a time to cut it.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, buddy. I appreciate it.
Of course. And I mean, you're gonna be part of the show every week after this, so
I appreciate that as well. Anybody that's willing to listen to my fat ass go right ahead. I appreciate you.
I feel the same way. Like, do I ever say anything that makes sense to anyone besides you or me or someone who knows me? Like, seriously.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I cherish our friendship.
Oh, I cherish yours too, buddy. I will see you tomorrow for breakfast in the morning.
My burritos.
I will make sure I make them too, because nobody else will make them the way I do. So
I know, I noticed that. That's why I felt bad. So I was like, oh, I can ask Aaron to do it, but I was like, JJ just makes them good.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same. She'll do it like the quick and easy way. Like, I do yours the way I make mine, so it's different. So I'm like, no, I got it. But
I appreciate you very much. Thank you, buddy.
Everyone have a good night. We'll see you guys at 3:00 next Thursday with me, Danny, and Hefty next week. So it's gonna be we're gonna have a threesome every Thursday. Isn't that amazing? Well, on that note, everyone have a good night. And because I don't know what else to say, and I like the way we end the other show, stay spooky.
Stay spooky.